Hello, this is my classroom website that I created for my 4th grade classroom. Initially, the purpose was to share useful links with my students, but ultimately ended up being a place for my students to explore blogging. On the home page is where students can find a various amount of useful links. One of our classroom favorites is BrainPop. If I were to visit a website in the class, I would put it up here where that could come back at home and access the link later on and do some more exploring. So to get my students into blogging, I created a simple blog page attached to my iWebsite. And blogging was something that my students had never done before, so we needed some practice. And I posted 2 blogs about reading. One was about my favorite books, and one was about nutmeg books. And I allowed them to explore in the computer lab, and I asked them to comment at least one of the blogs. After that, students were going home and writing more. I knew that I would need to create more topics for them to respond to. And students were also asking me if they could create a blog on the site. And unfortunately, they couldn't, so I encouraged me to look for a separate blog site where they could create their own blogs. It had to be a site that did not mandate email addresses because students did not have individual addresses. So while doing my research, I stumbled upon kidsblog.org. Immediately, I knew this page was something that my class could use for the book Shiloh. So next I created a page on my iWeb that revolved just around the book Shiloh that we're going to be reading. And this is the book that will be independently reading. The students will be independently reading during the duration of my action research project. I loaded the page with all different activities that would help them learn more about the book before reading. And I used my projector to show them how to navigate Kids Blog, which would be accessed during this purple star. So on this Shiloh site, they could get the weekly assignments, they participated in the survey, they read about the author, they have the opportunity to work on a crossword puzzle once they start reading. There are quizzes that go along with each chapter, and I created an audio book talk to get them motivated to read the book. So off of here, off of the Shiloh site, students click on the Shiloh blog star. And this brings them to our classroom page of blogs. And as you can see, my students have been busy creating their own blogs. It's really organized neatly because my students each have a username. And they each have a chance to create a blog or easily access another student's blog. All of my Shiloh questions are under my name, so they can easily find the recent posts. Oh, I need to log in. So to log in, you would go to the login page, and students would do the same thing. Select your name from the list. Ms. Sashio, type your password, and it logs you into your site. And these are all the posts that I created. These are the questions that the students needed to answer in the computer lab. So as you can see, we have some comments from the students. And all the comments are listed in nice little boxes over here with the students' names and what they responded with. To read the comments in depth, you just click on the comments, and they're nice and color-coded. Every other one's a different color, so they stand out. So I'm going to go back to all blogs. So these are the blogs. Some of these are the blogs that my students create, favorite things to do in the summer, my feelings on Shiloh, favorite school activities. These are the blogs that they were able to create. So if another student was on this page, all they had to do is find their classmate who had a blog. Let's say I know Amanda has a blog. Click on Amanda's name, and they could leave comments to Amanda's blog. They would have to sign on under their name. Each of them has a username and password. And if they wanted to create a new blog, they would just go to New Post. And here they would title it, add body, and publish it. Now, because they are students, I have to approve everything that goes through here. So when they hit publish, it doesn't actually publish it until I publish it for them. If it's appropriate, I do that for them. So during the action research project, I'm going to be creating new posts that have to do with Shiloh, and students are going to be expected to respond on this blog page. So that is how to access kitblog.org.